Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is here.
Yes, good morning.
And let's get in some front page news. Now, sports over the weekend. The Commanders beat the Giants. The Bills beat the Dolphins. Titans beat the Patriots. The Chargers...
Oh, that was me. I'm sorry.
Chargers beat the Browns. Cowboys got squashed by the Falcons. Bengals beat the Raiders. Cardinals beat the Bears. Ravens beat the Broncos. Rams beat the Seahawks. Eagles beat the Jaguars. The Lions beat the Packers. Vikings beat the Colts. And in Monday Night Football, the Buccaneers take on the Kansas City Chiefs at 8:15. What's up, Morgan?
What's up? What's up? Hey, happy Monday to y'all. Y'all feeling all right?
Yes, indeed.
All right. So, an unfortunate breaking news. Legendary record producer Quincy Jones, he has passed away at the age of 91. It's reported that the Grammy Award-winning entertainer died peacefully at his home in Bel Air, California on Sunday, surrounded by family. But I'm sure you guys are going to get more into that. Let's switch gears and get into this election news. So, tomorrow is Tuesday. It's the big day, November 5th. Front page news. Make sure you exercise your right to vote. And of course, shout out to all the first time voters. You know, you got a big responsibility tomorrow. So Vice President Harris, she says she's cast her ballot in this year's election. The Democratic presidential nominee revealed on Sunday that she completed and mailed in her California ballot. Her running mate, Governor Tim Walz, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, voted early in person last month in his home state alongside his son. Former President Trump has yet to cast his vote, or at least let us know. Speaking of which, this comes as VP Harris had a busy weekend with stops in Georgia, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania. She also made a surprise appearance on Saturday Night Live with comedian Maya Rudolph, who plays VP
Amazing
Harris
sketch.
on the show. Yes.
Incredible sketch.
The VP and her lookalike joked about her laugh, her name, and Donald Trump while she gave herself a pep talk in what's supposed to appear as a mirror. Let's take a listen to Harris's skit on SNL.
Now, Kamala, take my Pamela. The American people want to stop the chaos
and end the drama
with a cool new stepmamala. Kick back in our pajamas and watch a rom-kamala.
like Legally Blondula.
And start decorating for Christmas. Fa la 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 la. Because what do we always say? Keep Kamala and carry on a la.
Yeah, so that skit, or that was partial of the skit, appeared to be a copy of that of Jimmy Fallon he did with former President Trump back in 2015, but the skit nonetheless was still amazing, still cool. Meanwhile, a commissioner from the Federal Communications Commission, or the FCC, he took to X to air his grievance with Kamala Harris's appearance on SNL. Commissioner Brandon Carr posted on X that Harris's appearance violates equal time rules that regulate political programming. Now, he called the appearance biased and partisan conduct. The FCC guidelines read equal opportunities generally mean providing comparable time and placement to opposite candidates. Now, on Sunday, that was rectified, and former President Donald Trump was given ad time during NBC's NASCAR broadcast and also afforded an additional 60 seconds of campaign time during Sunday night football coverage.
Well, I'm see. The only reason I like the FCC commissioner doing that is because as a radio personality here, folks don't understand that. Like, if you bring on one side, if the other side requests to come, you have to bring them on.
That's right.
Like, people don't understand that. Like, they be so upset. Oh, I can't believe y'all have such and such.
You gave somebody a platform.
That's the way it works.
You understand the rules and regulations.
That's the way it used to be in media, where you would know that would happen. Like.
We say it all the time.
You would know.
Yeah, but now people act like it's so strange. But back years ago, that was normal. You would expect it.
You have to do it. Like, it's FCC rules and regulations. If you bring on one side, whatever time you give them, you got to give the other side the opportunity to speak.
The same amount of time. That's right.
You just do.
Yep.
That's the way it goes.
Equal time. And of course, you guys, you know what's going on in D.C. Of course, the election is tomorrow, and they are already taking security steps and measures. We'll talk more about that at 7 a.m. So stick around for more front page news then.
All right. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Let us know how your weekend was, what you did, all that good stuff. 800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. And let's get in some front page news. Now, in NFL, some quick sports. The Commanders beat the Giants. Bills beat the Dolphins. Titans beat the Patriots. Chargers beat the Browns. The Falcons beat the Cowboys. The Raiders beat the Bengals. The Cardinals beat the Bears. The Ravens beat the Broncos. The Rams beat the Seahawks. Vikings beat the Colts. The Lions beat the Packers. The Eagles beat the Jaguars. And did I say that the Falcons beat the Cowboys? And in Monday Night Football.
Did you hear about how your Giants got beat to the Commanders? See, you lack self-awareness so much that you be trying to clown when your team is at the bottom of the NFC East.
I know that.
Your team got a worse record than us.
But I'm not delirious. I didn't say my team's making it to the Super Bowl.
Neither. So what? It don't matter.
You say that a lot.
My point
You say it all the time.
But my point is, shut up.
No.
Your team is at the bottom of the NFC
accept
East.
it, though.
So accept it. And don't clown nobody else for what they team doing.
I accept it.
Don't clown nobody
You gotta accept being on the bottom as well.
Self-awareness. Think about where you are as a Giants fan.
Accept it.
You got a soccer jersey on right now because your team's so bad in football.
No, I don't have it because my team, because I went to a soccer game this weekend. That's why.
Because the New York football teams are so terrible.
because my son loves soccer.
Y'all looking at another football.
No, my son loves soccer.
Nope.
Yep. Good morning, Morgan.
Dang, y'all. Good morning. Okay, so tomorrow
You better stop it. Both of your teams won. You don't even know what fan you are.
Yeah, no, I'm good today. Yeah. Tomorrow is Election Day, y'all. Tuesday, November 5th. On top of front page news, make sure you exercise your right to vote. Shout out all the first-time voters. You guys got a big job to do tomorrow. So, yeah. Trump claimed, y'all, the only way he'll lose Tuesday's election is if there's cheating. So he's been busy, and his campaign has been busy attempting to clarify recent comments made by the former president over the weekend. The campaign says the GOP presidential nominee was looking out for the media when he was talking about assassination attempts targeting him during a rally in Pennsylvania on Sunday. Let's take a listen to Trump at this rally on Sunday in Pennsylvania.
I have a piece of glass over here. And I don't have a piece of glass there. And I have this piece of glass here. But all we have really over here is the fake news, right? And to get me, somebody would have to shoot through the fake news. And I don't mind that so much, because I don't mind that.
Now,
it's the same type of stuff he do, and then be like, I don't know where it came from.
Yeah, so it's like he'll say that, they'll tell everybody else to tamper down on their rhetoric because that's what causes people to try to assassinate him, but then he'll do things like that and then act like it never happened. He'll act like everybody else is the one that's saying the type of rhetoric that could cause violence. But what was that just now?
Well, in a statement, Trump's campaign spokesman said that he stated the media was in danger and that should have glass and that they should also have a glass protective shield as well. Yeah, so the spokesman...
You know what you should stop doing, Morgan, and all media should stop doing? Stop trying to explain his BS.
I'm not trying
to.
I
know you're not. I know you're not. You're just saying you're giving their explanation for it. It sounds ridiculous.
So the spokesman added, there can be no other interpretation of what was said. The statement ended with, he was actually looking out for their welfare far more than his own.
So explain why he said I wouldn't mind that.
I'm about to say that sounds like a green light to me.
And that's what I don't understand when they release these statements. It's like, well, explain why he said I wouldn't mind that then.
Listen, y'all, I'm just reporting it. So meanwhile, Florida Senator Marco Rubio, he's defending former President Trump's comments made by a speaker at one of his rallies. In an interview on CBS's Face the Nation, the Miami Republican downplayed the joke by comedian Tony Hinchcliffe that Puerto Rico was garbage. Let's hear from Florida Senator Marco Rubio in regards to those comments that Trump made.
And a comedian made a joke and it was tasteless, but it wasn't Trump that said it. It wasn't. This guy's not going to be in his cabinet. I mean, this comedian's not going to be a member of his government. He's certainly not running for anything. If it had to be done in hindsight, the guy probably doesn't get invited, okay? Especially with a joke like that. The sitting president of the United States said out loud what most people in the Democratic Party and hierarchy believe, and that is that anyone who votes for Donald Trump is garbage, is a racist, is a hater, is a Nazi.
It's not what he said, though. And I don't even like defending Joe Biden. What he said was anybody who supported that comedian's jokes is garbage.
Yeah, so Rubio, went on to defend Trump's comments again. These are a lot of comments that Trump said about former U.S. Representative Liz Cheney after she endorsed Harris, adding that she wouldn't be a, quote, war hawk if she was standing there with 9 barrels shooting at her. Now, a war hawk is a person who advocates for aggressive foreign policies or armed conflict. Now, Rubio also went on to say that Cheney shouldn't face a firing squad, but was instead trying to make the point that so-called war hawks wouldn't be so pro-war if they were placed on the front lines. Sheesh. This is getting heavy stuff. Y'all, please go out to vote. Anyways, switching gears and bringing things home to New York, a judge is setting a trial date for New York City Mayor Eric Adams on federal corruption charges. Judge Dale Ho set April 21st, 2025 for Adams' trial date to start, which is a month later than the speedier March trial date Adams asked for. Now, Adams faces a possible Democratic primary in June, not long after that, if he stays in the race for re-election. In addition, Adams' attorneys are trying to get the bribery charges against him tossed. Judge Ho said he would consider the arguments made in court and attempt to rule shortly. Meantime, prosecutors also said they're still unable to access the mayor's personal phone 1 year after they seized it. They say Adams changed the password the day before he knew they were coming, and he said he can't remember what that password is. Yeah.
I wonder who Eric Adams voting for.
I know, right? Because lately he's been very vocal about like not calling Trump a fascist and things like that. But he's also, along Democratic Party lines. Hochul has been very clear about who she supports.
He's been on the fence.
Yeah, I feel like he got to stay neutral right now, right? Just in case, he might need to call on whoever wins.
He need that pardon me.
But now he forgot the password.
Yes. All right, y'all. So that's your front page news. I'm Morgan Wood. Follow me on social at Morgan Media. And for more news coverage, follow at Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app and visit us at BINnews.com. Happy Monday.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.